They'll start here with Jackson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On second down, this is Jackson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check your hot read. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Haywood. Hey, check Mike 50. Big grip.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mike 51. I got one. 2.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 51 yards on the ground. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Out. Shift. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hard. Hit it.
Now Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go now. 8, read. 5. Go. 51's Mike. Mike 50.
To throw on third down, Bradshaw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We own them. Showing it. Showing it. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check 52.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's
Yep. Now.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Get nowhere.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Exit.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Coming, baby. I'm cooking me. Go. Go.
Whip, 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 whip.
Hey, Charlie.
Kill, kill, kill.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
50, Mike 50. Here we go. D all day. Defense all smooth. All day.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50.
Know your job. Hey, hey, hey. Alert, alert. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Check 3. Check 3.
You're out.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Go.
Hey, hey. Watch the edge. Watch the edge.
Go.
Check 3.
Back to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Fresno. 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 49. Check. Look. Squeeze. Check 26. Ready? Tighten up.
A quick throw here out to Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Steelers 3, Raiders 0.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Check 31. Hey,
They'll run it with Jackson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Back. Hey, high 7. Kill. Fire.
They run on first down with Jackson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 36. Mike 51.
2nd and 2.
Hey, let's go.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Switch. Watch twist. Tight dog.
Hey, lock it.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson.
Run.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Let's go.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On the ground, this is Jackson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gentlemen West. Check 50. Check 50. Check. No. Off. Hey, check snap.
Here's Allen.
Check safety.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
I got you, boy. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Sponge. Stand.
Now a give right side. It's Jackson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
Check 56. Exit.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
8, read.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check.
Kill.
Throwing on first down. Bradshaw throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go, Mike 51, Mike, go. Get it.
To throw again, Bradshaw. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On 3rd down, Bradshaw gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
51's a Mike, 51's a Mike.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Yes. Go, Mike 51, Mike, go.
Throwing again. Bradshaw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. 30 base.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51.
Now.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Ready to break.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Wide, get wide.
Hey.
They'll throw now on the final play. This is Casper catching it out right. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now a first down carry by Bell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's going to be a long day. Bang, 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 bang. Kill, 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 kill.
Shift, watch the shift.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
They'll run again with Jackson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. And the Raider first down.
Down. 8, read.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, check 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Slam.
6-6, pull it high.
Check. What?
Rock it.
They'll run with Jackson and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Get this. Hatchet.
Now Allen. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Crunch. Alert 3. Alert 3. SOS.
Ready?
From the gun, Bradshaw. Caught here by Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check. Protein spill. Check hot route.
2nd down and inches. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check your hot read. Look at me. Door. Hey, turn it out. Hey, alpha. Shift. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down, Bradshaw. Looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. Picked off at the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 15 line. Hey, seam 6. Mike's 50. Come on. Look, squeeze. Hit it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Haywood. Showing it. Check. Lucky. Hey, lock it.
From the gun, Bradshaw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 52. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Hustle.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Snap.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it'll be 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Complete to Antonio Brown. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
They still playing. Hey, exit. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
I want that.
Second and long.
Give me that ball.
That's complete. It's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Kill. You go tight. You got tight.
Fair.
Under 10. 10. Check three.
Ready.
From the gun, Bradshaw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Check three.
Go on. Check. Fresno. Hey, Sam on. Big River.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Double tight.
Yo, go.
Second and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They can't hang with us.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike is a 50.
Hard.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Get it. Tighten up.
Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. He will protect you.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready up.
51, 951. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. Watch the run. Watch the
Yep.
run.
Operating from the gun. Bradshaw. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. They'll run on first down. Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opening up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Steelers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.